Good evening to all and welcome to the session 200 grammar rules. So far you have learned 88 rules. Today you're going to learn 89 to 92. Rule number 89. Almost all these rules go with the definite article the, very important. Rule number 89 related to the definite article the. We use the definite article the before oceans, seas, rivers, waterfalls, and groups of islands. All these go with geography. That way, you can remember these. I have placed these under one group. We use a definite article the before oceans, seas, rivers, waterfalls, and groups of islands. The Pacific Ocean is the deepest ocean. A few examples. He has seen the Dead Sea. The Ganges, this is very important. They have given in many exams. Before a river, we have to use a definite article the. The Ganges is a sacred river. The Niagara Falls, waterfalls. The Niagara Falls freeze in winter. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands are a tourist attraction. Remember, when it comes to the definite article the, there are about 35 to 40 rules. And all these rules should be at your fingertips. For that, you got to spend some time, memorize. When it comes to memorizing all these examples, the rules, try to use mnemonics. Mnemonics means what? Memory techniques. So try to group them, all these one group, then easy to remember. Water bodies, oceans, then seas. The biggest you can take based on the size. Oceans, seas, rivers, waterfalls, then groups of islands. That way, easy to remember. Rule number 90, definite article the related to that. We use a definite article the before mountain ranges, deserts, plateaus, plains, and dams. Even these go with geography. Dam man-made, artificial, but mountain ranges natural, deserts natural, plateaus natural, plains natural. Before all these words, we have to use a definite article the. Have a look at the examples. The mountain range, individual mountains, no article, but mountain range, we have to use a definite article the. The Himalayas are awe-inspiring, awestruck, awe-inspiring, overwhelming. You get impressed a lot. Then we use this expression. The Himalayas, a mountain range. Other examples, the Andes. The Himalayas are awe-inspiring. The Andes are in Latin America. You can also think of one more mountain range which is important from the exam point of view. The Alps. The Thar Desert is the most inhospitable region. Means not comfortable. You cannot be comfortable over there. Survival point of view. Inhospitable, an important word, nothing to do with a hospital. The Thar Desert, the Sahara, the Thar, we have to use a definite article the. The Indo-Gangetic Plain is the most fertile. It's a fact. The Indo-Gangetic Plain. You must have noticed I said the Himalayas, I said the Andes. Then you should wonder why the, why the. If the word begins with a consonantal letter or a consonantal sound, we have to say the, same word, the. But if the word begins with, after the article, if the word begins with a vowel letter or a vowel sound, then we have to say the. The Himalayas, the Andes, the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean. That is a difference. Meaning wise, there is no difference. The Thar Desert, the Indo-Gangetic Plain is the most fertile. All these they have given in many competitive exams, and here everything looks easy and simple, but under pressure, not that easy. All that you have to do, how to make it easy, read a lot, practice a lot, revise a lot, consolidate. That is very important. When it comes to competitive exams, how much you learn is not that important. It is important, it's a prerequisite. What is important, how much you remember, and while taking the exam, how much you can recollect. These are the deciding factors. Rule number 91, still with the definite article the, today, tomorrow, day after, perhaps. because so many rules are there. We use a definite article the before holy books. They have given in many exams holy books. Newspapers not that important, magazines not that important, libraries and universities. But holy books important. When I give a lot of examples, I always tell students these examples are important, you can't afford to forget. Then you may wonder how can you say this is important, this is not important among the examples. Very simple. After analyzing all the previous year's papers, based on the frequency, I say holy books important. What is the reason? In many competitive exams, they've given based on holy books questions, not based on newspapers, not based on magazines. That way, I say this is important, this is not important. It doesn't mean that you should remember only that. It doesn't mean that you should remember only holy books. You have to learn, you have to remember all the examples, but the important ones you can't afford to forget. You have to spend more time and make sure they're always at your fingertips. That way, in the exam, when you see a holy book in a particular sentence, this rule pops up immediately and you'll be able to spot the error effortlessly. The Gita encompasses all aspects of life. The Bhagavad Gita, the Hindu, the Bhagavad Gita, holy book, the Gita, the Bible, the Quran, the Vedas. We have to use a definite article the. The Hindu, you all know the newspaper, is one of the leading newspapers. He has visited the British Library, the American Library, the British Library, the German Library, the Central Library. He would like to go to the Harvard University. Before any university, name of a university, we have to use a definite article the Harvard University, the Yale University, the Princeton University, the Oxford University, the any university for that matter, the Cambridge University. The last rule for today, still with the definite article the, we use a definite article the before wars. All these go with history, one group, revolutions, mutinies, wars, revolutions, mutinies, and also centuries I can include. Nobody wants the Third World War. The Third World War. He has studied a few books on the French Revolution, the Russian Revolution, the French Revolution, the American Revolution. Any revolution, we have to use a definite article the. The Sepoy Mutiny, revolt. The Sepoy Mutiny took place in 1887, considered the first war of independence. The Sepoy Mutiny. These are very important. And I would like to reiterate, you may ask or you may think, so why so many times? Why do you say so many times? Here they are easy, but actual exam not that easy. It is only to caution you people. Here it looks so simple. It does not mean that you have to take it for granted. And at this stage, if I don't caution, you take things for granted. You may think, oh, what is a big deal? Simple rule. No, it is not that simple. Here you are learning in isolation, only four rules every day. But in the exam, you have to have all the 200 rules at your fingertips. And it is not that easy. And that too, here there's no pressure, you're learning. In the examination hall, you're under tremendous pressure. And under pressure, we tend to forget things. When it comes to public speaking, a public speaker may go with 10 points initially. And when he or she sees, say, about 1,000 or 2,000 people in front of him, usually 8 points disappear. Only 2 points remain. And those 2 points also, they may not be able to the public speakers may not be able to deliver effectively initially. Slowly they change, that's a different thing. So, how to overcome this? First, you have to tell yourself, I'm learning in isolation. Based on that, these seem easy, but actually they're not that easy. Because you have to remember, for that, what are you supposed to do? Revise regularly and try to consolidate. Competitive exams, consolidation is very important. Now let us go to a few practice questions based on these rules. He would like to visit Alps we have in Europe. They are also known as snow-capped mountains. We come across Alps in Switzerland. Here it's a mountain range Before any mountain range, we have to use a definite article the. Many people on depend on the Nile River. On is also missing. Many people depend on the Nile River. Before any river, we have to use a definite article the. Atlantic Ocean has rich marine fauna. Fauna means animals, flora means plants. Atlantic Ocean, but before oceans, seas, rivers, we have to use a definite article the. Waterfalls, the, not the, here, the Atlantic Ocean. Victoria Falls, waterfalls, we have to say the Victoria Falls are in Africa. Lakshadweep, a group of islands. Before any group of islands, we have to use a definite article the. The Lakshadweep is in the limelight for all the wrong reasons. Limelight means everyone talks about someone or something to be in public, in the eyes of the public. Lakshadweep is in the limelight for all the wrong reasons, not the right reasons, wrong reasons. He has read both Bible and Quran. Bible, holy book, so is Quran. So we have to use a definite article the. The Bible, the Quran. They have studied the fauna of Sahara. Sahara is a desert. Before any desert, we have to use a definite article the Sahara. Then the sentence is correct. Question number 9. Deccan Plateau. Plateau, you got to be careful with spelling. We say plateau, O sound, but look at the spelling Plateau. Different spelling altogether. And this has been given in different competitive exams under misspelt words. So, Deccan Plateau, plateau, we have to use a definite article the. The Deccan Plateau is located south of Gangetic Plains. He reads Economist, the Gangetic Plain, it should have been better. South of the Gangetic, Indo-Gangetic Plain, better expression. He reads Economist once a week. Economist is a magazine. Before any magazine, any newspaper, we have to use a definite article the. He reads The Economist once a week. And common error, a lot of people tend to say once in a week. That is not correct. Once a week, once a month. But if you mention the number of days, you have to use a preposition in. Once in 10 days, once in 5 days. But here, once a week, once a month. He was a student of any university, we have to use a definite article the. The Yale University. He was inspired by a revolution. We have to use the. He was inspired by the American Revolution. Amazon, a river, and before any river, we have to use a definite article the. The Amazon has exotic snakes like anaconda. Exotic has two different meanings. One, foreign, exotic locations, foreign locations. Another meaning of the word exotic, something unusual, something outstanding, exotic flora, exotic fauna, an important word. Gobi is a desert. Then we have to use a definite article the. The Gobi is between China and Mongolia. He participated in the Second World War. He participated in the Second World War. Before any war, we have to use a definite article the, and based on that, the sentence is correct, no error. That's all for today. Hope you guys have got enriched. Thanks for being with me. Now it is going to be uh, how many rules have we learned so far? Have you learned so far? You have learned 92. After 100, tomorrow 93 to 4 rules, or I'll try to bring 8 rules so that we can complete 100 rules. After 100 rules, I'm going to bring one exercise touching all the 100 rules at random, and that is going to be very useful. Last time I did when I completed 50 rules, and the response was good. Some of the students gave positive feedback. Now 100 rules, one session, definitely it is going to help in the long run. Thank you very much. Good night to all of you.